Hello lords and ladies, my name is ArchaicKing and welcome back to my Story Seasons Let's Play. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the previous videos have been. As you all know, we are fast approaching the end of this Let's Play, which is both exciting and scary at the same time. So, one thing that we have not accomplished yet, that I've had on my list of things to accomplish before we officially end the Let's Play, is the random and rivalry events that you can get. Now, I have not done them all, and I've already attempted to get them all in a previous video. I don't remember what the title of the video was, I don't remember what part it was, but it wasn't too long ago. I think we managed to get 2 random events, maybe. I have a little bit higher hopes for this video. I think we will be able to get most of them. And because this is a different sort of video, you won't really see any gameplay, really, besides the random and rivalry events. So no farming, no nothing like that, and we're just going to cut to each new random event, and that's how things are going to play out. So, with that said, let's get started. Alright, so our first random event is Get It Together, which is, which has to do with Otmar, I believe. A customer? I'll be right there. Oh, it's Yorike. What brings you here today? I came to shop. Really? That's perfect. You see, I was just about to head on down to the clinic for a checkup. Would you mind watching the shop for me? Well, I suppose I could. Well? Yeah, sure. Sure thing. Great, I'll be back in an hour or so. Keep a close eye on things and don't sweat it. You'll do fine. Jeez, an hour. You didn't tell me it was going to be that long. But I can do this. I've never run a shop before other than in an earlier Harvest Moon game, but I can do this. Also, I have my own shop, I guess technically, in this game. Now where did I put my glasses? Oh right, I'm wearing them. You there, what are you doing in here? Sneaking into my shop while I'm out, eh? Think you can pull a fast one on old Otmar, you thief. What? Oh. That's right, now I remember. I asked you to watch the shop for me, didn't I? Sorry about that. Seems like lately I've had a harder time than normal remembering things. Well then, now that I'm back, you're all done here. Maybe you should ask your doctor about that. Thanks for watching the shop for me. Here, take this. Just a little way to say thank you. Fertilizer? Yeah, it looks like fertilizer. I'll be seeing you then. Don't be a stranger now. Oh, by the way, what's your name again? Can't tell if he was joking or not. Alright, on to our next one then. Alright, our next random event is Don't Be So Serious, which I guess involves Jonas and Otmar. What? I'm too serious? Exactly. You're stiffer than a board. You take everything too literally. That's preposterous. I do too have a sense of humor. Okay then, why did the chicken cross the road? A chicken? Out in the road? Oh no, it must have gotten loose from someone's farm. Did you see what direction it was headed? There is no chicken. It's a setup for a joke. The answer's supposed to be to get to the other side. It is a really lame joke, though. It used to be funny, but no longer. You're a hopeless case, Jonas. Simply hopeless. Ah, who's this? Don't tell me you forgot my name already, old man. We just saw you in the previous one. Okay, good to see you here. I was just telling Jonas how he ought to loosen up. Take things less seriously, you know? Why so serious? Mr. Otmar claims that I apparently have no sense of humor. That is, of course, incorrect. I get jokes. I've got some wit in me yet. Is that a fact? Well then, Arcade, why don't you rattle off a knee slapper or two, just to be sure? Oh, I'm game. Come up with a good one yet? Alright, let's see. There's wanna buy a chick? It's really cheap. What note gives you better vision? C sharp. Rabbit breeders have a real hair-raising job. I like this one. I'm not a real musical theory kind of guy, but I took music for several years, and this is kind of funny. Strange. I've never heard of any research suggesting that listening to music boosts visual acuity. See what I mean? The man's hopeless. I've had about enough of this nonsense, so I'm going home. Good day to you both. Well, I never. He asked me to come here. Then he just up and leaves. I don't have time to be doddering around like this. Back to work I go. Oh, Jonas, you poor sap. Also, if you're working, why are you heading that way? Oh, well, anyways, I guess it's time to head to our next random event. And next up, we have a spider, the random event that involves Jonas and his wife. You have no idea how hard it was to get this. Alright, I've been unable to get this for a few days. And it's a pain to get because you have to wait till the very end of a day. And eventually you do run out of stuff to do during the day. But I eventually got it. I actually was going to just get it off screen and then find someone else's footage, credit them, but put the video in there and be like, oh, I wasn't recording, I didn't feel like recording, and I got it off screen, but I decided at the last minute to include it myself. Anyways, I'm asking why you felt it was necessary to do something like that. Why? It should be obvious to anyone with a lick of common sense. How dare you? Also, the idea of walking into someone's house at 11 p.m. at night is a little bit incredulous. Oh, good evening, Arcade. Is there something you need? No, I was just wandering into people's homes in the middle of the night, ma'am. It's quite alright, okay? In fact, you came in a good time. Do you think you could spare a minute or two? Well, I'm here at nearly midnight. I could probably spare some time. Hold it. This is a private matter. It's nothing that should concern Arcade. Well, I did... Whatever. Whatever, lady. Not going to bother with that logic. Trying to talk it over with you has gotten us nowhere. I'd like to hear an opinion from someone who wasn't involved. Arcade, I realize I'm imposing on you, but you showing up when you did might have been fortuitous. I'd like you to hear us out. By the name of this random event, you know it's just going to be very petty crap, which is usually the theme of the problems this couple has. Petty crap. Like, she misunderstands people when they give her compliments, and you're about to see what he did. Huh. If you insist on going through with this, let me at least start. Arcade, if you saw a spider in your house, an enormous spider, what would you do? I'd kill that sucker. You would do everything you could to get rid of it, correct? Would you please not bombard Arcade with questions yet? This isn't an interrogation. Let's each tell our side of the story first. The fact that this is a story that needs 2 sides is ridiculous. Oh, wait, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound so upset. I still want you to listen. Nah, Arcade is out. Pierce. It won't take much of your time, I promise. Please, let's all calm down and have a proper discussion. No, I'm ticked. You guys are weird. I'm glad that I'll finally be done with you. Like, if you side with Jonas, you get 500 friend points, I think, towards him. Or was it 1,000? No, it's 1,000, I think. And if you side with, crap, I already forgot her name. But if you side with his wife, she gets 1,000. But I don't need their friend points anymore. Like, there's no other random events that involve them that I need to build towards. So unless like, Max maxing out someone's friend points gets you something bonus, which no one has told me thus far. And if that's true, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for the Let's Play. Anyways, so yeah, I don't really mind siding with either one of them. Thank you. Now let me bring you up to speed. You see, earlier today we found a spider in the house. My wife, fixed on flattening it, chased it around the house with a broom. Anybody with an ounce of sense would have done the same had they seen that creepy crawler on their wall. What did that spider ever do to you? All it did was wander into our house. If you had only left it be, I'm sure it would have eventually wandered off somewhere else. No need to chase it down with a broom. Right, Arcade? Spiders are living creatures too, just like us, or like farm animals. No one has the right to take the life of another creature just because they don't like it. Ooh, he is making a good point, though. I had every intention of disagreeing with him, because if I see a spider, I kill it so that when I go to bed, there's not a chance of it crawling onto me when I sleep. Please, don't frame this as some ponderous moral choice. A spider entered my house uninvited. All I did was attempt to evict an unwelcome guest. What's wrong with that? There was no need to charge around the house wildly swinging that broom at the poor thing. If you had let it be, I'm sure it would have left soon in search of better places to catch bugs. I cannot tolerate being in the same room as a disgusting spider, not even for 1 second. Insects may not perturb you, but you know how they rile me up. Then you could have just caught it and released it outside. If I could have, I would have. Ooh, this is getting heated. I knew it. There's simply no reasoning with you. Arcade, my point of view is perfectly normal, right? Since you insisted on it, we'll let Arcade decide which one of us is right. Oh boy. Though it's obvious to anyone that my actions were perfectly sensible. They make... Well, I don't want to say they both make good points. She makes more good points than he does. Because while I agree with the idea that, like, you shouldn't kill, like, every animal just because you don't like it. Like, I mean, I don't like... I can't really... I don't like worms, but I don't go around killing worms. But then again, when would a situation arise where I would kill worms? Personally, if I did see a spider in my house, I would kill it. I wouldn't try to capture it and release it outside, because I guess that would take too much effort. I mean, I could, but like I said, it would be too much effort, and then I run the risk of it touching me or climbing on me. And I personally would side with her, but she's so insufferable. I like how this is the one, like, out of all the questions and any random event that I've had thus far, this is the one that stumps me morally. I'm not playing Mass Effect here. But I think, I do think he's making too much of a fuss. He's acting all... Okay, no, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to offend anybody. Never mind. But I think Margaret is right. See? It's obvious. Any normal person with an ounce of sense would want to get rid of such a hideous thing. Okay, thank you for giving your honest opinion. However, I still don't believe my point of view is wrong. I intended to teach my son that even the smallest lives are precious and should be treated with respect. Darn it, now I wish I'd gone with him. Thank you for your time. We both really appreciate it. Darn it. I would have picked... he threw that at the... If he had mentioned that, I mean, I guess I get it. You know, the whole every life matters thing. Alright, well, I've been trying to actually get some other random events. Some of them we're not going to be able to do. Like, okay, first off, I'm just going to say this. In my quest to get all the random events and all the rivalry events, that's going to take me a little bit of time. But by the time we finish that, we will eventually get to the next, event. Not like random or rivalry, but like one of the not Harvest Festival, you know what I mean, the events in the game or whatever. So some of the footage will probably be... Some of the footage in this video will probably not be up until after. Like, tomorrow's video is likely not going... I mean, it might not be this video, because I want this video to contain and compile all the random events and all the rivalry events. So tomorrow's video will unlikely have... It won't be this video. It'll probably be... and I'm talking like this is the end of the video, and it might be, if I edit it right. I might put this at the end. But yeah, the next video will probably end up being something like Valentine's Day or something. So, yeah, I meant it's just the way I'm going to have to edit this stuff together. Anyways, yes, you know what, this is going to be the end of the video, and I'll just work everything in, you know, editing magic, even though technically I still have several random, like 3 random events to do, and several rivalry events to do, but I'm going to place this at the end of the video. Whoa, the magic has been spoiled for you. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very frustrating on my part. It took me several days, in fact, to get all this because I underestimated where I was at in terms of friend points and rivalry points with some of the characters. And when it came to that one, apparently I think maybe if you get like one random event with that one of the characters featured, you aren't allowed to do any other random events with that character in the same day. That might have been what happened because I easily had enough friend points with the character. But anyways, yes, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like or a comment. Or subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Story of Season content. Take care.